In Surrey, the Duchess of Edinburgh makes her home with her husband, Prince Edward, and their son, who is the youngest of their three children. Where exactly did she call home before she married into the royal family? Sophie Rhys-Jones called Culhern Court her home before she was elevated to the position of Duchess of Edinburgh. Prior to that, she was known as the Countess of Wessex, a title she held from 1999 until 2022. Culhern Court is a large apartment complex that can be found on Old Brompton Road in the Earl's Court neighborhood of the Royal Borough of Kensington and Chelsea. The neighborhood is also known as Chelsea. Culhern Court is situated on the grounds that were formerly occupied by Hereford House and Culhern House. Building work was carried out during the years 1901 and 1904 specifically. It was built out of red brick and Portland stone when it was first constructed. Despite this, Sophie was not the only royal to ever call Culhern Court home at any point in time. Flat 60 at Culhern Court was the address that Lady Diana Spencer called home between the years 1979 and 1981. The American heiress Frances Ellen Work, who was Diana's great-grandmother, gave her the sum of £50,000, which would be equivalent to $269,116 in 2023, to use as a deposit on the flat. The princess-to-be then began charging her friends a weekly fee of £18, which would be equivalent to £97 in 2023, to use the spare bedrooms in the apartment. Diana relocated to Clarence House shortly before announcing her engagement to Charles, who was then the Prince of Wales, in 1981. At the time, Charles was still Prince of Wales. During the time that Sophie was residing at Culhern Court, she was making preparations for her wedding to Prince Edward, which took place in 1999 at St. George's Chapel inside of Windsor Castle. After a short time, the Duchess of Edinburgh relocated, and she and Edward now make their home in the expansive Bagshot Park estate, which is conveniently located a short distance from Windsor Castle. The enormous Surrey mansion that was given to Sophie by the late Queen Elizabeth II as a wedding present is currently leased from the Crown Estate and is estimated to be worth a staggering £30 million. It is distinctly designed in the Tudor Gothic style with its red brick and stone embellishments. The addition of side and rear extensions occurred sometime between the late 19th and early 20th centuries. The home also features a private lake, 6 stables, and Grade E-listed landscaped gardens. Following the completion of renovations, the prince increased the amount of rent he paid to the Crown Estate from £5,000 to £90,000 per year, with the provision that future rent increases would be subject to a 15-year review. A lease extension on the building for an additional 150 years has been agreed to by Prince Edward in exchange for $5 million. Fans were able to observe, during the few occasions when cameras were permitted inside Bagshot Park, that one section of the venue was furnished with a green carpet and upholstered chairs that featured green stripes. In addition, the home features a plethora of antique sideboards, priceless works of art, and a mirror with a gold-edged frame that hangs above a magnificent marble fireplace. The general public is not permitted to enter Bagshot Park because it is a private residence.